Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Actually just got out of the shower. I took a bath. My hair's still a little bit damp, you can see. I don't have any makeup on. I figured since I've been having all this conversation about double chins and everything, I would just let it all be El natural today. Although I'm gonna put my makeup on while maybe the this is getting going. So I just want people to see myself natural. I got this new shampoo. Let me go get the new shampoo. Hold on. Um Yeah. See what I've done recently, like with my hair, just so you know. Like sometimes I like to put like a pink in it, a rose gold. But right now, I've been adding this peach color a little bit. If you can see, it's a little light. You can see little pieces of that where it's got like the little bit of a peach. But I'm probably going to go a little bit more with it. But this shampoo I got, tea tree spectacular, and it's you know how tea tree is. It's amazing. Not that I'm selling the product or anything. I'm not being endorsed for this ad, but it's for color treated hair. So it has a little bit of, I'm going to show you so you just kind of see it. A little bit of a hue to it. I don't know if you can see it in the light. That got a little amber sort of reddish color to it. And then the conditioner's like very similar to that. So I tried that today. Just because like I keep getting the whole thing about, oh, she's wearing a wig, and this is I do have hair. Like it matters, but I thought, you know what, why not? Why not just, do it? Um Also, as my hair dries, this is like usually when I get my hair cut, my hairdresser blow styles it, right? And it's really hard. I use a flat iron. I don't blow dry my hair. I let it dry natural, even in the winter. And this is prime style dry wax. So, like when it dries, it gets it's a little frizzy, a little flyaway at first. So I'll be adding this to my hair to kind of give it some shape, and I'll flip it up. Hi, Michael Williams. It's good to see you today. So I'm gonna play some music and just kind of get started. I'll probably stop and talk a little bit because I got things to share. Um, I guess ironically, thinking about you while I'm working on this art piece, you're such an awesome person. Thank you. That's really nice. I appreciate that. It's really nice to have people say nice things to you, right? Especially when you have so many people saying awful things about you. Um, and so let's focus on the good. And kind of like the reason why I wanted to stream too is because I'm actually feeling better, and I can talk about that a little bit in terms of like yesterday, like they were just here. I should probably start to put some oil on my skin. Just a second, I'll tell you what product I use. um this is manjish oil elixir, and it's aromatic, or it's not aromatic, but it's you know facial massage oil, glow elixir. I love this product, I really do. And you just only need like about 3 drops, like that. Okay. Or I put 4. And then you just, whoops, I don't want to get it on the computer, but you just dab it on your face, and it moisturizes, and it gives your skin just a little glow to it. You're supposed to do it at nighttime. I kind of like prefer to do it in the day before I put on my base makeup. If I wear it, I don't wear foundation all the time, although I did find a foundation that I really like, and I'm supposed to be getting my second bottle of it because I'm getting low. But I've been tried that product Il Maquillage, where you put in a test and then it automatically matches it to your skin, and I really like it. It's a really good coverage and it's light. But a lot of times, especially since I'm running low, I don't. I have a very simple makeup routine that I do. So thank you for coming in. Like maybe I should like play just a little bit. Well, I don't know. I feel like I want a little bit of music. Um so maybe I'll just go to Epidemic Sound and we'll put something, but it's hard to play music while I'm talking. So I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do that in a bit. Because I am gonna probably just go ahead and talk about stuff as I'm putting my makeup on. Okay, so I'll show you the next. I don't know. I guess I could do the base, but I also have um this is like, do you ever use a blur prime, a blur finish, smooth skin, and you can put it on, where areas that you might, this is for ladies, but guys can do it too, I guess. You put it on the areas where you might have, little crow's feet, kind of like, it's called blur. It blurs stuff, like where you might have like there could be wrinkles here, maybe, or just on the forehead, and just kind of put that in. It's like my daily routine because see my hair's starting to get fluffed out. I mean, David Schurter's been talking about how we're not bathing, and that's not the reason. I was thinking about doing this anyways because I just thought, you know what, why not show people like as I am, and how I do my hair, and so you can see that this is not a wig as rumored by so many people. Like I would really care, but so you blend that in a little bit. Okay. I'll go ahead, and I'm really low on the other product, but I'll go ahead and use this. Let me see. So this is the Il Maquillage. I'm supposed to be getting the new product. Okay, so I can squirt a little bit out. You know how sometimes you do this? You're just like, okay, here we go. You just get some of the product. This is I'm almost out. It's supposed to be in the mail on its way. They do it every 90 days. And you take your brush and you just kind of blend it on. Right? This kind of, I mean, I like this for when I am on video because it smooths out your complexion really well and gives you like a real nice, you want to make sure that you do it like underneath the neck, get those triple chins, right? And it blends it out nicely, Okay. So you got that. See, now my skin tone is more even. I heard my skin, like I've got potato or like, I don't know, ugly potato skin, Um, but I happen to like my skin. I think I've got pretty good skin for my age, really. And, despite everything, it even without putting any base on, it is still nice skin. I was fortunate enough to get nice skin. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do. Now this is kind of the meats and potatoes, and oops, I got some of my dresser here. I'll just blend that in there. Why waste it, right? Sorry. All right, this is kind of the meat and potatoes of it. This is a contour. These are not very expensive. You can get them like the whole pack for like $17. The product is Bay Free, and I get it on Amazon. This is a highlighter stick, and it puts a nice little glow up on your cheeks or whatever. And this is the color, and the color can go lips, eyes, everything. So usually I go like this, kind of go like that, and then on my lips, and I blend it in. And I just use my fingers, right? So that gives like a little bit of color, right? Then when I want, I don't like if I'm in a hurry, I just take it and I put it up here in my eyes like that. Mhm. Like that. All right. Then I take my highlighter. My hands are, and I you can put it like on your eyelid here, up into here, right? Go like this, kind of blend that in. Hmm? Yeah. Give a little bit of glow. I think when you get older, if you can get your face to look kind of dewy, like with a little bit of sheen to it, it could be attractive. It's not harsh. It takes the harshness away. It's not like a super loud glimmer. And I put it up near the eyebrow area. And here's where sometimes it can get fun. I can contour my cheeks with that's the wrong one. I can contour my cheeks with the this if I want. Like if I want to go like that, to put like a little contour on, right? Just kind of give like a little contour on your cheek. And sometimes like if it feels like I need to blend it a little more, I just run my brush over it again. But the fun part is this nose. If I want to slim it down a little bit and kind of correct it maybe, I just kind of go like this. I don't know if I can do it as well on the camera, right? You blend it, so you shade it a little bit. And then you take your, wrong one, you take your highlighter, you can just kind of go down a little bit, right? And then kind of help it out a little because I don't have the best nose. So you want to kind of minimize or shadow or downplay what you would consider your flaws. Now, if you want to work on your jawline a little bit, just kind of until you do your face yoga, right? Or lose a little weight or whatever. I mean, like when you get older, it's gravity's going to get you on some level. You just kind of shade it a little bit, and then it gives your face a slightly more contour. I need to do my eyebrows sometimes because because frankly, this hair I put a color on it or added it, but it's pretty much white. And so that happened to my eyebrows a little bit. So sometimes I take this. My mom gave me some brushes. She came over, she washed them all and gave me some of her brushes. And this little kit, right? So I just take like, dark the brown and just kind of add it to my eyebrow a little bit. I used to have really dark eyebrows. Yeah. And if I want to, I can add like a little contour here, there, and a lot of times I also do a light eyeliner. I don't usually wear mascara. See, my hair is kind of fluffing now, right? So let me see. Oh, well, maybe I should add a little. I don't know if this is too early to do this. This is my first time using it, so I guess I should have read the directions first. But you can kind of shape it or add a little bit to it, I guess, as it dries. It's hair wax. Yeah. Do a little hair wax on it. Yeah. Yep. There. So, I don't know. I guess I could do the eyeliner or not. Maybe I'll just add a little eyeliner and then we'll be ready. See, how long did that take? How long I've been streaming? 15 minutes. well, I'm not totally finished, but um because you know we got things to do, right? But it makes it so, this base, like if I'm doing a video or just like out in life, um, it gives me some color, and it makes you so that you're kind of camera ready, or this kind of camera. I do have an O-ring. I light my show. I mean, I light this here so I can get. Sometimes you can tell, like, if it's I forget to do, and it's not as flattering when you light yourself correctly. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Oh, one last thing, my lip plumper. Um, Now you're probably going to laugh about this because I'm sure this is going to be talked about because I'm sure someone's going to want to call me this, but it's called it's lip injections by a company called Too Faced. And I got this at Sephora, and I go, I've tried different lip plumpers, and I'm like, I want something that makes your lips big. I want big, right? And she goes, well, how hot can you take it? Because it's going to be pretty hot, and this is pretty hot. It's pretty hot, but then watch. So you hit that on, and as I talk, they will get bigger, and it will sting. But I have a high tolerance for pain. Okay, and that's it. That is it's showtime. It already so that's basically my morning process. If I want to, like, I could take the brush and like whatever's left over in the brush. Oh, shoot. You can put some on, smooth out the skin, or like whatever sunspots you might have as you get older, and just kind of even out your skin tone here. And that's pretty much it. That's my Turleman. So yeah, it's stinging. I can feel it. But if you look, they will get plumper. They will. And it apparently is supposed to, once you keep doing it, it's supposed to see, it's pretty hot now. Woo! Hot lips. Okay. Feel the burn. Feel the burn, All right, so some of you are leaving comments, and I know what some of you guys want to. Hi, Rodney. Good afternoon. Hi, Charles. Good afternoon. Yeah, makeup tutorial for you guys. I just thought, I would start all a natural with wet hair, since I have so many rumors going on, and so many comments about like how old I am and unattractive and everything, and like the skin, and my skin's pasty or whatever. So I thought, hey, what the heck? Why not come out and just go, here I am. I'm confident enough, everybody, to come on with wet hair and no makeup on. So I guess like the main thing is that I really don't care. I really don't care. Okay, so a couple things before I get into the nitty gritty of some stuff. Because I kind of want to laugh at some stuff, but I also want to point some stuff out that is serious. What happened here? Why am I still connected there? I need to get out of a few things. Why is there? Okay, that's weird. Okay, I never saw it like that on the corner there. Sorry. I was on Zoom later, and I was like, no, I'm not still signed into the other Zoom, and am I? Okay. First of all, I'm kind of excited about one of my assignments that because like when in my Africana studies class, we've been learning about how basically the concept of one God came out of Africa and that's where all the other religions spurned on. It was originally called Mat, M-A''A''T. And then also there's the Egyptian Book of the Dead, and the Book of Enoch. And we have to like write a paper as part of our final. And I said I wanted to do it on Africana spirituality. And at first I go, I like, how about the Book of Enoch? And my professor was just like, you can do Matt and you can do, Egyptian Book of the Dead, but Book of Enoch is a little bit, more out there, right? And I was like, okay. And then yesterday when I was in class, because yesterday I was so tired yesterday, that I really struggled to want to even go to my classes. And I was like, no, I have to go. I can just power through it, right? So the Africana Studies class is basically my last class. And he says, so you're going to write your paper on the Book of Enoch, right? And I said, well, I thought I couldn't. And he goes, no, I want you to write it on the Book of Enoch. I want to see what you find. And he said, and I'll even give you extra dates behind the, he goes, you don't have to turn it in on this day. You can have a few extra days to finish it if you want to. And I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm kind of really excited to just explore, the Book of Enoch. And do a paper on it from the perspective, for Africana studies. I just got really excited about that. Also, I have an 8 a.m. class, and it's funny because that professor, because sometimes like you realize that if you didn't show up, that you had that one thing that somebody needed at that moment, and you don't realize that you have it in your bag to make somebody's day, completely different. And because I do tutor, sometimes I still have some of the the whiteboard markers right in my backpack. Oh, you can see my towel still on my bed. I didn't get it quite cleaned up, but oh well, see, and I had him in my backpack, and my professor didn't have the markers, because he was going through his back. I have my markers, and I go, do I have what? I go in, I have 3 or 4, and I go, here, I've got some if you need it. And he goes, oh yeah, and it was just like, I thought it was the weirdest thing that I would even have I don't know. I just felt like it was like I was in a small way, I was this miracle. And I think that's what we should think about ourselves, really, when we think that we're struggling and that we didn't get enough sleep the next night, and, that it's hard for us to show up. Like maybe you're showing up for another reason that you don't even know that you're showing up. And you were the person that has the the markers to help your professor, do his lecture. And I don't know, it was like a weird sense of synchronicity, because when I woke up yesterday, I really struggled. I mean, I didn't get ready till the last minute, and and I did this real quick thing. I didn't put the base makeup on, but sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I can get my makeup done in 10 minutes, and I'm dressed and out the door, and I showed up, and I think the main thing is that, in order to, you just show up, for the things that, you feel like the day's overwhelming. Just take your day one moment at a time. And also at the same time, what was interesting is about there were 7 videos about me yesterday. Some people even did 2 videos. Apparently, whatever I said on my last video, and also I did say some stuff that was going on, and what I said on that video, I'm not lying about it. And the things that I described went down the way they went down, and saying that I'm wanting to get better about this. Look at it in a different way, heal from it, because I think a lot of us are struggling. One video that I would like to show, and it was something that I didn't I must have missed this video where they're clipping from, and they're clipping it to make it look, like he's crazy or whatever. And it's a harassing video. It's the Daniel Ryan down video that follows, the similar types of channels like Anon and Random Dot Internet Troll and Dregs of YouTube too. And by the way, just so everybody understands this, I think like the people talk about Dregs of YouTube too so much that they forget. I'm fluffing it a little bit. Can you see that? They forget that there's an actual Dregs of YouTube. And so with somebody completely different. Rodney, why are you sad? I don't want you to be sad. I don't want you to be sad, Rodney. I was looking at her backside when she walked away. Well, shame on you, Rodney. See, guys, you know what? It never, I think women need to realize that they're women, and that they're, no matter what, that that we're beautiful. It doesn't matter what age we are. It's how we carry ourselves, because like beauty is from within. It comes from within. Hi, INGG. Welcome. Yeah. I also like, this is like my Shaper mints. I love them. I love Shaper mints because I'll tell you something about Shaper mints. They do kind of smooth it down a little bit, and they make your curves look better. And I'm not embarrassed to admit that I have a little bit of extra help in the Shaper mint. Cami. I also bought their bras and some underwear and a bathing suit from them. So I kind of like it. All right, so I was talking about how I felt bad about somebody. You know who I feel bad about? I feel bad for Daniel Dowd. I watched this video, and I didn't see the original on Sewer Town, and I felt really bad. I sat back and I thought about him for a while, and I almost wanted to, find him on X and leave a message, and I didn't do it last night. I guess I'm saying the message here. But this is like really the destruction of what is happening to somebody, and it's just a crying shame. And so the thing that I want to do is find. I should have pulled it up. It's going to take me maybe a second to find the video, but it is in my queue. And it's this channel, Daniel Ryan Dowd, and that person who's running that channel actually. Okay, so that's the one about me, but we'll get to that one for later. And this person who's basically impersonating Daniel Ryan Dowd, using his name to harass him with it, and I'm included too. I think at one point there was I think they removed it, but there was there was another video, because they always take their videos down. But there was another video, I think, of Dregs of YouTube here. Who's ever on their list. A lot of these channels have like 9 subscribers, 13 subscribers, something like that. But here it says, "Hi, I'm Daniel Ryan Dowd of Winslow, Texas." So again, whomever created this is not only saying his full entire legal name, as if it's him, but he's also doxing where he lives at. Okay, so I'm a creep on the internet who gets drunk and smokes weed in Texas and streams, and then attacks women and neglects my daughter, all while I live in my mommy's house because I have multiple convictions on my record. Watch me live with 10 other creeps as we talk about online and try to ruin lives because our lives are already ruined by ourselves. Okay, but this group that, a man named Thomas Schoenberger Spears has been, I mean, when I first met him, he was talking and accusing Daniel Dowd. There's been this mudslinging from that group of calling people PEDOs and all this kind of stuff. All right. So, you know what happens sometimes when this happens to you so often, you might have like a meltdown. You might get angry at somebody. You might feel frustrated and whatever. And so I just thought this video, and I'm only seeing because it's edited to make it look a certain way, but I'm only seeing parts of it, but I got enough of it to feel to feel his pain, what he's going through. So let's play it. Oh,
I can't get a.
Okay, let me put my fair use banner. And here we go.
Fucking job.
Go back.
I can't get a fucking job. Google my fucking name.
And Daniel said,
okay, so why is he saying that? Google my effing name. Okay, well, that's because they have done so much damage to him with his name that when you Google it, they have like spread these rumors, and so it's ruining his reputation. That's why he's saying that. Now, if you look over to the left, it says introducing Daniel Ryan Dowd, Cicada 3301, indicted by grand jury, aggravated. Okay, you see what you see there. All right. In 2014. But I think the charges were dropped. See. Or it was, reduced. You'll see.
Situation. We spoke about it as well. Daniel finding a job. Sure, some of that could be because of the crazy shit that was put out about Daniel online.
That's right.
Somehow Daniel's got to find a way to clean that shit up. I can't clean it up for him. Nobody else can. That's between Daniel and whoever put the shit out. One of them was Gabe Hoffman. We all know that. There was some big to-dos about that. That's what I said.
I'm not saying nothing happened between any of you guys. I'm just stating that the freaking childishness is ridiculous. I'm 37 years old. I'm watching a bunch of freaking people online saying they're fighting trolls, but they're turning into trolls themselves. If anything, you're just airing your dirty.
And that's we know that's Bobby Sauerwald, who oftentimes will attack whomever is in crisis. That's been my experience with him. But and it's interesting that they're clipping that as being, this is the argument they want you guys. They want people to think.
Laundry out here for the world to laugh at. Brought out the fact that freaking his kid's around while he's drinking.
I mean,
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Can you blow this up?
Yeah.
As well as all this other.
And now they're taking a clip and trying to make it sound like there's something wrong with it. It's like what they do. It's an innocent thing, and they're like, it's gross, really.
Stuff you were tearing him down, dude. Like, I don't do that with my friends. Dowd might be a freaking bad guy at certain times, but you know what? I'm not a liar.
Probably not.
How many people have died from overdose, poisoning, and everything? Like, you went on a huge list.
I said, look, it is a bad look for Daniel if he's on the screen and he's getting excessively drunk and his daughter's in the fucking room with him. Period. That's what I said. That's what
I understand that.
And
I don't do that very often.
Now they're going to talk shit down because, you were on here.
We gotta fucking do it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were on here drinking moonshine and all that shit, So
right, most of the time I'll stream like on Thursdays, which is when she goes to see her mother. I don't see how anybody has a problem with it. I live with my mom, who pays the majority of the bills around here, because it's hard for me to get a job, because an HR department gets an application, they get a first, middle, and last name, and now they Google that shit.
Right, exactly. And
let's go see this person's personal life. And they're not supposed to, but they do.
If you can't get a record expunged, which is in some places very difficult, then you're screwed. You're screwed.
I can't get a fucking job.
Google my fucking name. Myself, my daughter. I can't house myself.
You're screaming at
You're
her.
forcing me into one corner, and that's
You're
me taking
screaming at
care
her.
of it.
Jesse, let it happen naturally, bro. Let it happen naturally.
No, it's not her
And then you
fault.
want to cry about this little
But
thing
the
that
thing
happened
is
to
that
you
she plays the victim
because
way
you
too
played
much.
the game and you're playing
Okay,
the
but why are
victim.
you screaming
She
at
plays
her?
the
People
prime
being attacked
victim.
as we
And
speak.
nobody's
Nomad.
really a victim in this situation. It's just, you know what?
And now Jesse
We had a
is
bunch
more-
of people that
more
saw the
further
great in
in
people
because
and the
they
great in
want
the
to
world
distract
that didn't
from
think
the
any of this
actual
shit would
shit
happen.
that is
Well-
still happening to fucking people right now, like myself, like Zach McQuaid. Real fucking people with lives. I have fucking responsibilities. She's 5.
I get that. I know that. I mean,
Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Okay, you know who he's talking about. You know who he's talking about. I don't know if he said it yet, but he says it in the stream. It's the woman that's involved with been involved with Shadowbox. It's the woman. And he's going off on her, and I find that to be really interesting. I do.
Blow this up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Where
Why
have
are
you helped me?
What's
But-
that?
You are a part of destroying me, Nomad.
There you go. That's the person. You are a part of destroying me, Nomad. I mean, everybody's so quick to assume that they believe a certain narrative, but what if the person really cultivated that narrative? I'm just being the devil's advocate here. He's not saying that for no reason.
Whether you knew it or not, you were in the group. And they've been stalking me since 2015. So
Yeah,
where
see,
the fuck were
Dowd's
you
been through
involved?
this a lot longer because I started noticing.
Yeah, let's go back. I want to
lot
go
of
back
fucking-
right
2015. So
Right here.
whether you knew it or not, you were a part of destroying me, Nomad.
I'm just saying.
Where
Why
have
are
you helped me?
What's
But-
that?
You were a part of destroying me, Nomad. Whether you knew it or not, you were in the group. And they've been stalking me since 2015. So
Yeah,
where
see,
the fuck were
Dowd's
you
been through
involved
this a lot longer because I started noticing a lot of fucked
during
up
my
shit.
abuse, which has been since 20
Yeah.
fucking 15?
So
It doesn't
I've got
mean-
David Sutter. I've got your whole fucking address, dude. I will show up to your house. Are you playing with me right now? You want to fucking sit around and lie?
Maybe that should be a word out to everybody on the internet that if you do live streams, there's a possibility somebody might take a personal interest without you even knowing them from anyone else on the planet and just ruining your fucking life because they
James-
don't like you.
Uh-huh.
James?
Right. Okay. So now let's talk about this for a second because I think people just jump to the conclusions when they see somebody. They go, oh, there's this record, blah, 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 blah. This person is obviously because he has a record, he is this. But you can see right now that he is at home. And a lot of people, people from different cultures live with their families for the rest of their life, really. But in this situation, it's being used. I mean, obviously something happened. Obviously he's having a hard time finding employment, and the continuous defamation of him by this group, like linking him to the unaliving of a conspiratorial kind of character, like it's in that world, right? That's how YouTube would view it. For them to link him, now he's responsible for his death. There is no link there. There's only just a story that, frankly, that group, the Thomas Schellenberger group on their X accounts and everything like that, have been spinning since I've known them. And I think I've known them since 2022. And you know, and you can find records of it like lasting even longer than that. So again, this is you know, somebody's impersonating him. And I'm often wondering, like, you know, they've said, well, there's this guy named Joshua M. I'm not wanting to dox the person, but but his name has been phrased. Yeah, he's got a channel, and you know, he was, I think originally Daniel played the puzzles. I think that stream was maybe Angela G. I think it was maybe like, I was still talking to her then, Nomad, human Nomad. So it was probably February, like February, early March, something in that there. I think it happened. Talk directly to Daniel Tere. He will tell you anything you want to know. Okay. Yeah, I like to talk to him, actually, because I'm not in communication with that person anymore. And I got the feeling that maybe even I got the weird feeling maybe they were even in on it, to be honest with you. And I was like, whoa, you know, they spent a whole lot of time calling me almost weekly. And, you know, from not living in this country, really. And I'm thinking, I'm just sharing you my thoughts about it really quick. I'm thinking, well, I feel like I was kind of baited to maintain a certain, they're the people involved want you to do their narrative. They want you to be the mouthpiece for what their viewpoint and their agenda is in all of that is happening. So I think a lot of us can be manipulated by a group of people that have been involved in something that has involved American politics. Okay. That's all I'm going to say on that. Talk to Daniel directly. Okay, that's right. I wasn't talking about him, if that was the impression. Oh, okay, that's fine. Rodney, no problem. It's hard to tell sometimes when you see messages. Hi, Ben the Porter. Wolf whistle. Michael. Okay, so now let's watch the video they did of me. What they did is not this last time that I got my hair done, but the time before that when I got my hair done, because I've always liked to take pictures right after I get out of the salon. That's the best time to photograph, you know, yourself, because, you know, you've got, it's just freshly done. And, you know, by the time you sleep on it, it's not going to be exactly as good as your hairdresser did it. And you're not going to be able to like probably repeat what they did. I think like a lot of women know what I'm talking about. So, and honestly, I kind of am being in people's face because of the rumors and the talking and the wig stuff. You know, it's like I'm kind of tongue in cheek about it. Got my hair cut today, you know. So I take this picture from last month, and they grab it and they make a video. And honestly, when I looked at it, I actually laughed. But let's play it. So what they're showing is that they were pretending to be Daniel, and they came into my chat, and I responded to him as if they were Daniel, although I had a feeling that maybe they weren't, because his account really is Dr. Cloud. So but I was conversing with him as if it was him. So here we go. Yes.
Let the games begin.
Hi, Daniel. And pay attention to the font. Big red font all the time. They use certain interstitials in it and everything. But yeah, I see that as whomever's behind this, it uses like the same software on these little accounts that mimic people. That's my observation. And besides, that Corey's PEDO pal. Okay. So yeah, Daniel, if you're still here, I've been watching all of the
And speed up the time that you watch YouTube videos by 1.5 times or 2 times, then you'll save a ton of time.
David Schroeder nonsense.
2 hours later.
Psychological warfare, little games that is being played on me. I say these things because Terry, do you post pictures stating you went to the hairdresser? Yes, I do all the time.
Okay, so this is the interaction here, right? Terry, why do you post pictures stating you went to the hairdresser instead of a fabulous selfie and the hairdressers to own these slow burglars? That would show them your hair is totally real. Well, also when you start your show out with your hair wet and then you allow it to dry, that also proves that, it's my real hair too. That was my real hair there as well at that time. I was I had gone more blonde. Actually, what that is I was adding low lights with my light hair so that my light hair looked like highlights. It was really, my hairdresser was really good about that.
Terry, why do you post pictures saying you went to the hairdresser instead of the fabulous selfie and the hairdressers to own these slow burgers? That would show them your hair is totally real. Daniel, I posted pictures of me with wet hair. I almost, the last time I went to get my haircut, I was like, I was going to ask her to take a picture. But yeah. I mean, I do it kind of tongue in cheek, like this is my hair. The whole hair thing is just absolutely, it's stupid. Like, if I had a wig, if I was wearing a wig, if my hair wasn't real, I would tell you it's not real, right? But I've taken pictures of my hair wet. My hair changes, the colors change, the cuts change. It's part of it. But my feeling is, if somebody's saying it, if they're saying it and they're, obviously talking crap about me while they're saying it, like David Schroeder, then for me, they are just live stream next time you go. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. I should probably live stream my haircut next time. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I have to make sure that my hairdresser's okay with Amy being on camera. I'll ask her to see. But my next haircut I think is next month or the beginning of April. I think I pushed it off a little bit longer this time. I know Sugar has no hair. I know. And I want to say too, he's probably gonna do another one of them, but he wants people to think that he's not creepy or anything like that, but he keeps doing videos of himself in the bathtub.
Right. All right. Yeah. And I even thought today, I was like, I could do a Schroeder bathtub video, but I'm afraid that I'm going to accidentally have my teeth pop out. You know what I mean? It's like, oops. Well, now that's going to be against community guidelines.
Like, I just find that to be, it's like, is that somebody that you would let babysit your kids that's, doing YouTube videos of themselves in the bathtub? Like, I find that. Well, I know they do, Modern Nomad. I know they do it to mess with me. But my point is,
there's Modern Nomad again.
Whoever is saying it is part of it. So when Schroeder is saying it, he's
that makes me want some popcorn right now.
saying, "Oh, these people, they're all gonna implode on each other. They're all gonna come back and blah 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 blah." And they are as if it's us. Like basically Schroeder, like Daniel's here, Modern Nomad's here, Aiken Drum's here, the Compound's here. We're all here. We're supposed to be imploding on each other. It doesn't really. Well, I know. They think it bothers me.
Now realize this isn't Daniel Ryan Dowd. This is the creator of this channel, causing me, acting like they agree with me so that I'll talk about it more. As and this is another tactic that they do. Right? How many times do you look at let's say Schroeder's video or Matau's video or whatever, and you see this, I don't know, stock account that has a name and a one of those stock pics in it of a person, and then a weird a number next to it or a dash and a number, and they go, "Oh, you're so great, I love your channel," or they agree with you. Part of this keeping you in this is to have somebody like that who's pretending to be somebody agree with you. See,
I personally, it's kind of weird, and sometimes I laugh about it. When I told my mom this, she started laughing. I know it's funny. I know it's funny. It's weird, but it's funny. But it's just when they say it, then I go, well, now I know who you are. You know what I mean? It's now I know what you're doing. Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the dark is taking us over. You know, every time he says that, when I'm watching one of his videos, like sometimes it'll be in the morning and have my coffee, and then I'll go, "You are the dark."
They will spend an eternity asleep, doing to themselves in their own nightmares what they were so willing to have inflicted on others. And in the end,
this stuff is just so weird to me. When I look at it, I go, what? Like, can you imagine? Like, I wonder what Rodney thinks or Michael thinks or whatever. Like, they're not really part of this community. Like, being on the outside and watching this, it's like, and we're grown ass adults, you know? It's like, what? Okay, so let's continue.
one who spends an eternity in the dark will find their fear of God.
Because I'm watching, you know, all of that. So, but honestly, though, I'm not. The darkness takes me over once a day when thinking about Shooter in the Tub. Yeah, it's
The darkness takes me over once a day when thinking about Shooter in the Tub. Now that was slightly slowed down, so they're trying to make it look like I'm like hot for Shooter. Trust me, I'm not. He's not my type. Okay.
I'll have to ask my accountant about that.
I think I love him. So funny.
right. Well, you know, the whole entire community, you know, like the Pride Catcher community, I find in looking at it, I'm like, there's a lot more drama and people, you know, doing all this stuff than there is actually, like, really, these are the people that are the ones who are supposed to be saving kids?
I mean, look what it's saying about me. Look what it's saying about me. Just because I don't jump to conclude. I know this is a LARP. I know that. Look, you're taking things, and look, he's already been, whatever's happened to him criminally, it's over with. Like, he's not, I don't think he's on the registered sex offender list or anything like that. Like, I'm pretty sure he's not. So, you know, you guys are taking this. I mean, and the arrest record you show, it's not, where's his name on it? Like, it's such a, you know, defamatory. It's the same thing as that, you know, them saying, oh, okay, I wrote a couple of an adult film script, so now I'm the disgusting porn actress. You know, it's like, everything is exaggerated. Everything is edited in a way to make somebody look really crappy. No one's really watching this. I mean, now they're going to probably bot it, but I mean, what? There's like 9 subscribers. So it's really there just to antagonize the person. But, you know, if you do get Googled or something, it might show up. And if you do have some sort of arrest or whatever, it's going to make it, it's like it's cripples somebody even more, and it's maliciously done. Why can't you just leave him alone? He's not guilty. Like, there's no connection to him being responsible for anybody's, you know, being unalived. There's nothing. That's the trick they do. They use, you know, they go, oh, well, because of this over here, and they do the slippery slope, illogical fallacy, and they compare it to that, and they go, oh, this is what this person.
No, that's the circus.
It needs to stop. It shouldn't be allowed. You know, I'm pointing it out because I think people need to understand how it works, and it's criminal. I think it should be stopped. It's not. They're harming people collectively on purpose under accounts like this, and they're using his identity to do it. His name, his identity, to harass him. So when somebody searches Daniel Ryan Dowd, this might come up because they have his name in it. And that's how they do it. It's awful.
That's the distraction. Because if they were actually really like trying to like help children, they wouldn't have time to be doing what they're doing. That's just absolutely logical. And in my opinion, and I'm entitled to have one, my feeling is David Schroeder's been grifting for a really long time, and he carelessly points fingers at people, and he keeps trying to do the same, like, you know, when I talk about the wig, well, the same narrative is the same thing with Corey Daniels and Daniel Dowd. It's the same story over and over again. OG Mitch R does it on, you know, his channel. And, you know, coincided. Watch the timing of like an OG Mitch R video and then something that, you know.
They're showing this as if this is what he said. when it's not him. It's somebody posing as him.
Or Sugar says, and you will see. I've actually even noticed that though in patterns, Hoax, Denise, Jedi, they'll be on Jason Goodman for a while.
I can't get a fucking job. Google my fucking name.
They'll be on Owen Benjamin for a while. They'll be on so-and-so. It'll be Craig Sawyer. And there'll be a definite pattern on their talking points.
And so, like, now I'm a schizo rant, but I think it's pretty damn logical. It's exactly how it works. But see, this is a hit against me.
You got a memo.
It's false. No way. Not this time.
And, in the memo, they went, okay, so this week we want you to talk about Craig Sawyer. And then there are other players in this that start DMing you on X, and they act like they're your friend, and they're giving you information and stuff like that. But what they're doing, and they'll bait you on the talking points that they're going to start talking on. And I've watched that happen more than once. I'll get like a little buzz about Craig Sawyer or so.
That's right, because it's called gang stalking. This is part of the operation and how they do it. And I know that there's people out there that are talking about that know what I'm talking about.
About so and so, and then I'll go, well,
or they actually are the people doing it, and they're watching this video right now.
This is all I know. And, I'm not talking about it. But I'll see all of a sudden, 2 or 3 days later or so, boom, they're all talking about it. I've seen that happen too. Right?
It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale.
Maybe that should be a word out to everybody on the internet that if you do live streams, there's a possibility somebody might take a personal interest without you even knowing them from anyone else on the planet and just ruining your fucking life.
Yeah, maybe that person who's doing that is named Joshua, working for Thomas Schoenberger. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's why they're clipping that, I think. It's just like, oh, well, we might take whatever and do whatever. Oh, that's well. I'm wondering if this is somebody actually posing as Rodney, and it's not really Rodney. Because it's, I don't know, are you really Rodney? I fell in love at bacon grease. This doesn't sound like him. He's never talked to me like this. I really love you, peeps. I'm gonna hey Rodney, I'm gonna communicate with you on Facebook, and if you're you, then I know you're gonna respond. Okay, so let's do that because we know each other from Facebook. Let me see, and he's a really great Sammy Davis Jr. impressionist. So let me see. Wait. Let me see. I don't know why I can't find him right now. I guess maybe I have never really okay, I know. He doesn't go by that name. He goes by another name on Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna say hi. Hi, Rodney. Are you watching my stream right now? Okay. All right, so I just sent him a message, and if this is Rodney, the real Rodney that comes in and sees my show, I would imagine that if he's watching, I just sent you a message on the Facebook chat. So while we're waiting for Rodney to respond, we will find out. I mean, Rodney does say really nice things to me. And I guess like perhaps the people that are stalking and observing are, trying to mess around. They think they're funny. Oh, okay. So now we got to show David Schurter today because this is some classic David Schurter here. So okay, so let us show Mr. David. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is the one that he did this morning. He's done two. So we're going to go with the first one and then the second one. And then I'm going to do a rap. All right? I'm going to do a rap and I'm going to close with my own rap about everything. So here we go. Here we go. This is fair use. We will look at what's going on.
So yesterday, I posted this video. As you can see, hardly viral. And this morning, I woke up to an email from Thomas. I'm talking about the unaliving of Isaac Happy. I'm talking about CA rings that need to be investigated. I brought what I'm trying to do back to the forefront. He sends me an email talking about my hair.
This is hilarious. I'm sorry. I think I got to give it to Thomas Schoenberger for writing something so, like, in a sense, like it's almost like he's mocking. He is mocking him, but and I don't know why. Well, if David did block him from communicating with him, he wouldn't have any material, daily if it wasn't for, Thomas Schoenberger giving him messages. But let's just read this for a second. You need some practical advice. Wigs are important tools for people who are experiencing hair loss, chemotherapy. And this is what I said, like, and he's treating like David Schurter as if it's only him saying that I wear a wig when the whole entire wig thing probably generated from his camp. So now he's like gonna like shame, David Schurter by saying, oh, it's like, because I said, what if I was in chemo, or what if I did have a condition, and the cruelty that everybody's doing is not right if that were the case. But see, like, Thomas is perfect. Sophia Music is perfect at twisting things in a way that, I don't know, it's kind of genius, really, if you really look at it. Because so he says, you need some practical advice. Wigs are important tools for people who are experiencing hair loss, chemotherapy, or any other medical condition that causes them to lose their hair. However, nowadays, wigs are worn by people who want to change their appearance temporarily, or just because they want to experiment with various hairstyles. Maybe I should just open up a wig shop or something and go and market myself off of this and call it Tere's Wigs. Okay. I mean, there's got to be a silver lining in this somewhere. All right. If Tere hustles you into wearing a wig, do not use metal clamps while traveling. TSA knows everything. Make sure you get a wig that looks real, not a cheap wig like you know who wears. When it comes to installing surveillance cameras and listening devices in your new... Okay, wait, it'll go on. I got to get to the next graphic. Okay.
And Tere Joyce's
hair. Tere Joyce's. Tere. It's Tere, actually, David. I need it. If you're gonna like be saying my name over and over and defaming me. Please get my the pronunciation of my name right. It's Tere Joyce. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll continue. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, I'm continuing from the thing before. Knows everything. Make sure to get a wig that looks real, not a cheap wig like you know who wears. When it comes to installing surveillance cameras and listening devices in your new wig, you need to go to DARPA for installation. It's clear you are the designated CEO for the SMP rig company. You know what SNP stands for. I only have one piece of advice, David. Don't buy a wig from the devil. There'll be hell to pay. Oh, shit. That's hilarious to me. Okay. And now go plot mayhem with your new GF Teresa Joyce Randolph, Scary Joyce. Thank you for doxing me. Thank you again for saying my name, my full name publicly. Okay, here we go.
And he sends a picture of me. The dude is unstable. That's just what I'm going to say. But let me
You
show
think?
you.
Okay.
He sent this email to me. But like always,
I think it's
I
quite
forwarded
clever,
his
actually,
email
what he wrote.
to my local police
I mean, it's funny.
and law authorities and my whole list of investigators.
I mean, I could compliment my enemies when I see something.
And this is what I said in reply. Again, I just replied all and then added my law enforcement.
Okay, let's read this because, like, I don't think David thinks we're going to sit. I'm a person who stops, pauses, and reads. I'm like, what is he showing really? Okay. This guy who claims he is so above board, who claims in constantly victimizing him, who has sent me how many emails whining for me to cease and desist while in league with my sheriff. This is also the guy heavily involved with the murder of, with the unaliving of Isaac Cappy, and who was involved with Nathan Stoltman, who is mentally ill, and he did the same. It's so silly and outlandish. Okay, wait. All right. Okay, here we go. This is also the guy heavily involved with the unaliving of Isaac Cappy, and who was involved with Nathan Stoltman, who was WAS capital mentally ill, and he did the same shit to him as he's doing to me. This is a piece of shit. This piece of shit needs to be investigated far way more than just Isaac Cappy. But this guy is who my Shelby County Sheriff Neil Gross gravitates to, and Thomas's friend Geo, who, because of what he said at the time, was involved with the unaliving of my friend Owen, along with Daniel Dowd. Look at the S, and you spelled his name wrong, by the way. It's D-O-U-D, but I digress. Look at the shit he does. Look at the email. Does he seem normal to you? Well-adjusted? Innocent? Okay. Whoo!
This is what I wrote. These are the people who will send me constant.
These are the people. Actually, I'm reading, like, what I'm reading right now is what David Schurter said. Like, he says, these are the people that are constantly doing stuff. He's basically talking about himself, because this is his part, right? We saw an email from Thomas Schoenberger about wigs and how he should get, like, a device installed in it from DARPA that's going to help him, whatever, right? Record. And now he is pointing and talking about this graphic as if this is another person or a continuation, but this is his own writing. But this guy, because that's the way he talks, this guy, these people, this group, right? But this guy is who my Shelby County Sheriff Neil Gross gravitates to, and Thomas's friend Geo. Because of what he said at the time, was involved with the death of my friend Owen, along with Daniel Dowd, Look at this shit he does. Look at this email. Does he seem normal to you, to all of you? Well-adjusted, innocent? He doesn't, because he isn't. He's exactly what I said he is, and has N. His emails show that. Dun dun dun. David Schurter. Like it's just David Schurter, not like kind regards, David Schurter. Sincerely, Mr. David Schurter. All right, and let's continue.
It's just bullshit.
This is bullshit.
They constantly be sending me this shit as well. Do they seem like victims? And again, he did it because he didn't like this video. So I'm talking about CA and the unaliving of IC.
You know what? I have to compliment for he's got really cool backgrounds. Like this is some nice plants. I bet he keeps his house really clean and organized, and it's decorated. He's got that cool swanky, lamp in the background. I mean, look, I can be kind to my enemies, right? I'm giving you a compliment, David. God bless you. Your plants look fabulous.
And the fact that the Goblin Dowd and Captain Underpants were saying they were in my town when my best friend dropped over, perished, and they're focused on my hair. The reason why
no, David, they're focused on my hair, all right? So don't take that thunder away from me. It's all about my hair and my wig. Not yours, not your man bun.
On my hair is because they're little microwave weapons that cause Havana syndrome make your hair fall out. And that's why he's focused on my hair.
No, David. It's called male pattern baldness. Okay? Just accept it. We all do get old.
He dances around like an idiot, saying things that most people can't understand, but there is an understanding to it. But they don't want what I'm trying to get.
You know how he talks so deliberate, but they don't want what I'm trying to get. They said, but they don't. Na 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 na. You see, it's very it's almost like he thinks he's talking to children that don't understand what he's saying to them.
Investigated, even looked at. They don't want Lucian Greaves, founder of the Satanic
Church. Lucian Greaves.
In his whole history of going after victims and shutting them down, he doesn't want any of that looked at. He doesn't want anything looked at with the Satanic after-school daycare. All Thomas and Phoenix Enigma and
the Goblin Dowd,
all of them,
and Captain Underpants. Like, just refer to everybody to what their Thomas Schoenberger label is. He reinforces the ritual defamation. I think that might be actually David Schurter's role in this, right?
Is have you focus on their stupid shit.
Well, actually, he's focusing on this shit and he won't stop. But he says, oh, they won't stop talking about me. But then he accuses people of murder and being a PEDO protector and all these like heinous things on TikTok and on YouTube and tags their legal names in it and, and everything. And then he thinks that nobody's supposed to like respond. Like we're supposed to go, oh yeah, there's some guy, wearing a bow tie and talking about wigs and, saying I wear it just okay.
Talking about Joyce and whatever fucking wig she's wearing is a distraction.
There we go.
obvious.
Well, they were doing that before you chopped on this before they came to you, David. They were talking about my wig, or that I have wigs. I don't know. It's been going on for practically 2 years now. So this started before you were talking about energy before I knew you, before we knew each other. So for you to think that all of this is about you and done for you solely is what basically I think his problem is. All right.
They don't want you to focus on the real issues. And they'll do anything they can to distract. And if you call them out on it, they're the first ones to claim victim.
What this is we're all being played, we're all being, this is what they do. They go into chats, they do things, they send email, but I don't know why Mr. Schurter doesn't just cut them off and get on with his book and whatever else he's doing. Like, and really investigate something and fact check it. But that's not what he's doing, right?
Oh, you're victimizing me. I know that I'm just harassing the shit out of you. I'll call you. I'll say all kinds of shit about you. But the minute you respond to me, you're victimizing me.
See, and I just said that, right? So, but look at me and look at him and then decide like who's telling you, I mean, come on.
That's their thing. I don't give a shit what they do. I'm focused on what I'm focused on. I want Isaac.
Okay, so I'm kind of tired of this one. So let's go to like this one is this is a good one. Here we go. He does a little dance. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think that's really Rodney Ward. Let me see. He's seen my post. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for him to he's not responding yet. I think if it was him, he would have responded by now. Okay, so David Schurter.
So I did a video, posted it on YouTube 4 hours ago. Captain Underpants did his own video in retaliation 4 hours ago over the video. They obsessively watch everything that I do. The things that they did to Isaac Captain.
Yeah, that's hilarious, isn't it? It's funny. Hell to pay. Hell to pay. It's probably been done in a joke, but it's probably a stock joke, but it's funny. The people who want to see your hair should show their teeth first. Make a deal. Okay. Okay. This is not him. I know it's not him. I'm gonna ban you. Okay. And I'm responding. Oh, he's responding. Oh my God, what if it was him? Wait, he's responding. I'm going to say sorry to bother you because this is weird. Oh, he's still responding. Okay, so let's play a little bit of this like while he's responding.
They're now trying to do to me. Only this has been, I've been at this for a long, pretty much my whole life I've had to deal with these idiots. Not this group, not Thomas and Captain Underpants, not even Doug Mesner, but all the people in Omaha that I grew up with.
Doug Mesner!
Alan Bear that I had to deal with.
AKA Lucian Greaves.
This group that I'm dealing with now has the emotional capabilities of 5-year-olds. Captain Underpants' video is all about my hair and my bad teeth. But you want to know what? My hair, my teeth don't have anything to do with CA rings. It has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the fact that he was sending me emails along with Goblin Dowd saying they were in my town at the exact same time my best friend drops over perished. Has nothing to do with any of that. Nothing at all. This guy is so big and bad, he can make threats. Oh, I'm big, I'm bad. But I am butthurt when you fucking...
Hold on. It's getting to the good part. It's not him. I will leave message after I'm done streaming. Okay, maybe I thought it was him all this. I don't know. It just felt weird. It just felt weird. Like that profile felt weird to me. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. Okay, here we go. Here's the David Schroeder dance. The David Schroeder dance is going to start right here. Here we go. Here we go.
Saying they were in my town at the exact same time my best friend drops over perished. Has nothing to do with any of that. Nothing at all. This guy is so big and bad, he can make threats. Oh, I'm big, I'm bad. But I am butthurt when you fucking insult me and come back. I'm butthurt.
Okay.
Dude.
So, I mean, that is just... When I see it, when I looked at it, I was like, dun, 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 tequila. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's just like if I took this down and we just looked at it visually, it would be like dun 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 dun. Can we go faster? Is there a way to make it go faster? Speed it up. Dun 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 dun. Tequila. Oh, okay. So I gotta let you guys know something, because I watched that video by David Schroeder. I was inspired I'm going to freestyle a rap song, and it's going to be to the lyrics of Notorious Big Hypnotize. Okay, so we're gonna now. I was kind of doing it by myself on my own. I'm like, I think I could freestyle this. So if it's not perfect, but this is total improv. Okay, all right. So okay, so here we go. Are you ready? I'm gonna here we go. Here we go. Oh wait. I have the volume down. Hold on. I got okay. Okay. And if you do the big dance. Woo! Again. Do the big dance. Wrap around. Wrap hand. Do the big dance step. Go high. And get high. To the sky. It's paradise. Woo! Rock your hands. To the dance there. Get there. Full time. Sky. Represent. To the big stairs. Woo! All right. Thank you. Yeah. Improv. Improv. Tere, Joyce. Joyce. Have a voice. Woo! To the deep end. From chicken. Big statement. To the deep end. Woo! Big guy. Crack the bone. I hear it grow. Gravitation. To the deep end. Woo! To the deep end. It's a long freaking song. Sing a bong. Sing along. Do the David dance. Woo! Well, there you go. All right. Hi, Paul Shields. All right, so that is the what do I call this? The drama detox, the triple chin drama detox, because I was told that I had a triple chin today. I mean, it's nothing like you get on YouTube and you have mean old ladies talking about how you have a triple chin. Woo! That was a workout. But whatever. Does it really matter? Well, this is going to be controversial because I found out this person from Denise, but a Jack Telcat caught. I don't know. It's the title of his video. It popped up. It said something like wisdom, finding wisdom and love. And sometimes it's kind of like when I started out the stream, I talked about how I had those markers in my bag, and then my professor didn't bring his markers for the whiteboard. And I was there, but I didn't feel like being there, but I still showed up anyways. And I had something for somebody that they needed. And if you had that happen, it's kind of like this, I was looking at things that were going on. I'm trying to keep focused on my day, trying not to let a lot of this get me down, be functional in the chaos. And I stumbled on this video. He was live streaming, and I joined. And I said, "Hi, I'm here," whatever. But what he said really affected me. Like I had tears listening to him. And he talked about people like haters and people coming at you, and just taking it one day at a time, like having love about it, praying for your enemies. Just like because we don't have to take it on. Like I don't have to bring it into me and believe it. Like we can control our mind about it. It's our focus, our mind on the things that are happening. And that's why I wanted to kick back and I wanted to joke around about it. And I wanted to play about it because for me, that's part of the healing. If I can laugh at it, and if I can, find compassion in somebody else that it's happening to, or even find compassion, like say, hey, David has great plants. I like his clothes, really. He's got a style. A lot of people don't have style, but he does have style. And, that's one aspect I can say that I like about him. It's like really bringing in love into a situation in the people that you're angry at, or the people that are saying awful things about you. Like, what is it that you like about them? What part of them is good? Because nobody's all bad or all good, really, when you really look at it. And it also makes me think of, like, I saw this quote. I don't know if it was Anthony Hopkins or something like that, if he really said it, but it was sometimes you see like a meme and it's got a celebrity and a quote next to it or whatever. And this one was like, it was something like, it's none of my business what people say about me. It's none of my business what people think about me. Although, like, a lie can be very damaging. And, when people do things to just harm you, or just, be mean or whatever, it's cruel. But I don't have to let it get me down. And so that's all I wanted to say. And thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to say goodbye. I will play out let's I guess I'll end on this for a while. Bye, you guys. This is a great riff. It's one of the best riffs I think ever written. And there's a comment about this. Like, even without like the lyrics, it's just a great, great riff.